is why we look like this. But I would be like this every day if I could. Go with me?
Yeah.
Well, we're very excited to have everybody here today. I want to go around the room and see if there are any guests with us or anybody that hasn't been here in forever. Do we have any guests? First time guests? New jewelers?
Mama.
All righty. Now, who's your mama? All right, Sherry. And what is your name?
Lisa.
How long have you been in, Lisa?
Since February.
February. Okay, well, we're happy to have you here. So this is our crazy bunch. Now I have to introduce Teresa Bell. Teresa, come up here. The reason I'm pulling her up here is because she's been around for years, but hasn't been around for years.
That's right.
But she came back to see us tonight. So tell us what you've been doing. What you thinking?
Well, it's been a crazy year, and I'm just trying to get back into it. I haven't been working. Actually, just been kind of in a different kind of season, trying to figure it all out, and I'm ready to come back and try to start it again. So, see how it goes.
I love that. Now, let me tell y'all where Teresa came from. Okay, she's my jeweler. But she was a no. Anyway, I'm one of those. But you know what? I had a little get-together one time, and I said, if you book a show with me, you can have any of these pieces of jewelry for free. Do you remember that?
I do.
And she booked for a free necklace. Next thing you know, she's a jewelry lady. Isn't that great?
Yep. So that was what? 2010.
Wow.
2010.
So we are happy to have you back. Glad to be back. Okay. So tonight we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to turn it over to Candy for our recognition.
Okay, so if you have a birthday in August, we're going to recognize you, or if you had one the last week of July. 26. Same as Wednesday?
Yes. I am Wednesday. I'm a Leo.
Yeah, and Skylar is the 20th.
And Philip is the 27th, and Christian is the 29th.
We got way
just for the 5th.
Oh,
Yes, we party every weekend.
all right, and then I want you guys to stand up if you had at least one jewelry show last month. Please stand if you had 2, 3, 4. Now we get to 3. All right.
Look at Trina, would be okay.
And you actually, yes, are July
shows.
top mounds. We're having mounds of shows. Now, stand up if you had a jewelry show over $400. You had over 500? Over 600? 700? Over 1,800?
That is a whopper of a show.
1,897 is Beauty with our top show. Now Michelle's not here tonight. She did have $1,308 show. Tammy had over $1,000 show. And Bernadette with $816. Let's see. Our highest show clearly was Judy. But now our top retailer was also Judy with $18.97. Now I want to show if we're bringing it.
You're a red hot retailer.
That's an awesome show to have in July for sure. Did the new jewelry have anything to do with that show?
It was a fundraiser. We had, in May, we had adopted a dog. And when I was up there, the first time ever that I sold a necklace off my neck. I haven't even seen the dog. The necklace was sold. She says, I like it. I said, well, I can sell it to you. She said, okay, how much?
Don't even know.
$25. It was 29. So, and we were talking, and they clearly needed some money. I said, I do fundraisers. I'd love to do one for you. So we finally decided on a date, but I brought all my jewelry.
And what was interesting was mostly the new pieces went. So that was the first time I'd shown the new pieces, and it was really interesting to see what was selling. That Poppy Posh and the paw prints charm. I sold 4 of those. Well,
Clearly, yeah.
So, but it was a fundraiser, and I wrote them a check for $440.
Nice.
So, and they wanted me more, so we'll see.
Did you sell off, or did you give them the pieces off?
I sold off my table except the new stuff because I had just gotten it.
Right.
So I took orders for that, and they were fine with that. I said, it's pretty new. No problem.
I did that.
So yeah, so they, it was so much fun.
It's like I really want them, but I know I'm not.
All right, anybody recognize and premieres national news? I know Michelle just hit her quick start 9, so she'll be in there this month. And I did see that you guys were in there. Then you were in there for 9. And 12 already? Okay, I didn't know 12 already.
Oh, and 12.
I thought I saw Tammy Owens.
Whatever. Anyway, Steven says I wasn't there, so. Yeah, get it. So that was exciting. All right. We're going to have Steven come up. He is going to do our devotion. That's why he's here tonight. So we wanted a motivational devotion. And it's just kind of crazy because we were just talking about it last night, watched this video, and Tammy said, we need a motivational. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I don't know if I can portray it in the way that it reached Steven, but he's going to do way better than me. We'll hand it over.
Alright, so there's a YouTube video I saw, and it pretty much speaks for itself, so I'm just going to play it first, let y'all just kind of, I don't know if you can see it over there, yeah, you might have to come over, but it's just, like I said, it really speaks for itself, but then I'm going to share a little bit afterwards, so I've been given 10 minutes, and this is a 6-minute clip.
Well, I mean, you know.
Turn the volume up.
I don't know if they saw the beginning of it.
This is the beginning. Who's going to explain it?
I was asked to introduce Christopher and give a little bit of a timeline on his life, and it's hard to keep my composure talking about Christopher's story. But he was born in May of 2011. 2001. You can tell he'll do better than I can. I have to go back a few years, yeah. And his mother was on drugs, Oxycontin and cocaine, and he was a nephew of ours. And we went down to Florida and took him out of the foster care system in August 2002. And it's been a blessing to our family, and he loves to share his gifts. And this March he was kind of discovered by the Union Leader and all the local media outlets in Boston. And he's been singing a lot of patriotic songs. But to back up a few years, in 2004, Christopher was on his first mission trip with 8 Days of Hope. And at 4 years old, he went down to the front of the music ministry, and they handed him a microphone, and he sang the song he's going to sing tonight, Open the Eyes of My Heart.
up. He's got his own, I mean, he's got millions of followers and likes and all that stuff. And when I first watched that video, I lost it. To be honest. I cried, and I began to worship God because he was worshiping God. And everybody goes through stuff, But if he can worship like that, and I'm by the world's standards, he's got way less than I do, right? I mean, he's got problems. He comes from a bad background. He's blind. He can't see. I mean, he's got all this limitations or whatever, but yet he's doing more with what he has than I am. He's actually praising and worshiping God, and all that he has, he's giving to God, all of it. And it just, I didn't see his weakness. I didn't see his blindness. I just saw his heart for God, and it was inspiring and motivating. So what does he have? What is So some of that makes me feel like, oh well, woe is me or something. Like, man, he can do that. I can't even get out of bed, or whatever it is. But so what does he have? Well, the world would say he's got problems. He's got autism. He can't see. He's blind. But God tells us that he's got something else. He's a child of God. So what does God tell us? And because he's obviously not listening to the other people around him. He's not listening to the ones who are saying you can't do it, and he's not listening to the people whispering behind his back or making fun of him or saying that it's just this can't happen. So he must be listening to another voice inside his head. So God says in 2 Corinthians, I had it on my phone, but I wanted to use the Bible. So it's 2 Corinthians 12, and I don't know if y'all have heard Paul's message at all. I said something about his thorn in his side. So Paul says in 2 Corinthians 12, 7 through 10, he says, "So to keep me from being conceited, because of the surpassing greatness of revelations, a thorn was given me in my flesh." And all of you may have a thorn, or two or three. But it says, "A messenger of Satan to harass me, to keep me from becoming conceited. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord about this, that it should leave me. But he said to me, 'My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all more gladly of my weakness, so I'll boast more gladly in my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For the sake of Christ, then, I am content with weaknesses, with insults, with hardships, with persecutions and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong.'" And I always quote and I'd say, "When I'm weak, then he is strong." And this actually says, "When I am weak, then I am strong." And I didn't realize that till I read it like the 5th time. But because I always say, when you're weak, he's strong. And only when you get weak, can he be made strong in your life. But this actually says, "When I am weak, then I am strong." Because in his weakness, the power inside me through Christ Jesus is what gives me that strength to get through that thing. It's not easy. It's not. It doesn't change the circumstances. It's not going to say that like the blessings coming or all the problems are going to go away and he's going to recover his sight and he's going to have no autism anymore. No, but God's strength is revealed through him and his glory is shown so bright because of it. That guess who gets the glory? Christopher Duffley? No, because Christopher Duffley couldn't do that on his own, right? God gets the glory because he's doing something that would otherwise be impossible. So 2 Corinthians, that verse, it said, "My grace is sufficient for you." It led me to Isaiah 43:2. And real quick, I'm going to read that. Almost done. It says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. And when you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, and the flames shall not consume you. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior." So, I don't know, there's been things in our family, extended family, feelings of not enough or feelings of, just what do I have to offer or what value am I, not only to maybe my family or my business or the people around me, but, who am I even to God and what's it all for? And so, through this video, through God's Word, when you think these things, you think you're not enough, you think you can't do it, you think you're not qualified, smart enough, pretty enough, whatever it might be, Ashley wrote, you're right. That's the good news. Like, that's exactly right. I can't do it, it's not me, and only in my weakness will I be made strong. God made us with these weaknesses so that we depend on Him. And it's His strength that He's going to be glorified through, and not me. Because if it was me and I did it on my own, my head would be like, wouldn't fit in this shirt right now. So. But and that's what makes us more than conquerors. I know y'all have heard that verse, but so I think it really applies to kind of what y'all are going to be going and talking about today. And you hear no's and you hear why you can't do this, but when you've got a God that's as big as He is, it makes our problems really, really small. And when you're backed by a company like Premier, who stands behind what they've been doing for over 30 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can count on it. Like it's going to be what it says it's going to be, and it's going to do for you. It's going to give you strength to really stand for what you believe in. How's it?
Thank you.
Nobody praying?
Oh, Stephen, pray.
Yeah, I can pray. All right. Well, God, thank you so much for these ladies and just having the opportunity, to be able to come together. And Lord, like I said, when I watched this video, it just broke my heart to see someone giving their all like that for you. And I just pray that in whatever weakness or whatever background we come from, or family heritage, or disease, or a problem that we think is too much, that when we put that in your hands and we're giving you glory, and our desire of our heart is to please you, that you're able to do the miraculous, and you're able to make all things possible, God. And we just thank you for that. It's really just a praise, and it's just giving you glory and honor, and just living a life of worship to you, God. So I pray that all distractions that maybe came in here tonight go away. We take this day of national relaxation and just really take it to heart, and just take a deep breath and allow your spirit and allow just the network of women here to encourage each other and work together to not only build this business, but to build relationships and gain strength from it. In Jesus' name I pray.
All right, y'all. You ready for some fun? This one? Yep. I know this is not the most becoming. I know it. But it's all in great fun, and that's what we're all about. I got to make sure it's not going to fall off, because that will just distract me. I'll have y'all know that this was Candy's bright idea. It actually is supposed to go on a dog. So I thought, well,
I was like, we were just at Petco. They had one at the checkout. Clearly, it was at Petco. It was for the dog.
yeah, so maybe my dog will wear it for Halloween. I don't know. So, y'all, I would love to take credit for this idea, but it was so not my idea. At Raleigh, there was this awesome training that we had, and executive Seven Diamond, Jill Ross, was doing this skit, and I just thought, that is hysterical. I have got to get this for you guys, because when you hear it, y'all will need it, okay? So I am just going to go straight off of her notes, because I'm not going to make this up. This was something that was laid on her heart, and when I heard it, I thought that's exactly in line with how Candy and I feel for you guys. And so this is what she said. A few months ago, I was reading with my 6-year-old daughter. I grew up on Dr. Seuss and can still quote most of One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. Well, Ellie's book for the day was Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham. Honestly. It's not my favorite Dr. Seuss book, honestly. Who could actually want to eat moldy eggs and ham? Well, incidentally, I've been praying over how to help y'all with helping your teams fill their calendar. So that would be for us. We pray all the time about how we can help you fill your calendars because you will reap the rewards from it, okay? So, I swear to you in the moment, Sam I Am popped into my head, okay? Sam I Am asked this unwilling friend I swear to you in the moment of Sam I Am asked his unwilling friend for the 13th time, I counted them. A lightning bolt straight from heaven hit me. There were so many similarities between Sam I Am and the jeweler that is always keeping her calendar brimming full. So if you haven't figured it out already, spoiler alert, it can be quite a leap to go from keeping your calendars full to teaching you the same on how we do it. Okay, so this is going to be a fun way for you to kind of look at things and how Sam does it. So I want y'all to just kind of join along in some fun and think about how Sam is always hearing what? Right, our favorite word. Our favorite word. So, here we go. I am Sam. I'm Sam. Sam I am. That Sam I am, that Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Well, do you like free jewelry? I do not like free jewelry. Sam I am. I do not like free jewelry. Well, would you like some free jewelry over here or over there? I would not like free jewelry here or there. I would not like free jewelry anywhere. I don't like free jewelry. I do not like them, Sam I am. Well, what about in your house? Would you like them with a mouse? I don't like them in a house. No free jewelry. I do not like them with a mouse. No free jewelry. I don't like them here or there, and I don't like free jewelry anywhere. Y'all got it? Right? I don't like free jewelry. I do not like it, Sam I am. But would you like it in a box? Would you like some free jewelry with a box? Not in a box or with a box, in a house and a mouse. I would not have free jewelry anywhere. You getting me? No free jewelry. I don't like free jewelry. Well, could you, maybe in a car? We could do it in a car. Well, just have free jewelry, okay? I would not, I could not, I will not in a car. Well, you may like them. You may like this free jewelry, you will see. You may like it in a tree. Nope, I would not, could not get free jewelry in a tree. I don't want free jewelry in a car. I don't want free jewelry. Let me be. I don't like it in a box, or with a box, or in a house, or a mouse. I don't like free jewelry here or there, anywhere. Don't like free jewelry. What about in a train? We could do it in a train. Could you, would you, on a train? Not on a train, not in a tree, not in a cat. Sorry, that's a car. Sam, let me be. I don't like free jewelry here or there or anywhere. I don't want it with a box. I don't want it with a box inside or outside of it. I don't want to have it in a house, and I don't want to do it here, there, or anywhere. I don't like free jewelry, Sam, I am. Got it? Well, but say, what about in the dark? Maybe you like some free jewelry in the dark. I would not. I could not. I don't want free jewelry. But maybe in the rain? The rain won't hurt it. I would not in the rain. Only swimming pools. Not in the dark, not on a train, not in a car, not in a tree, not in a house, not in a box, not with a mouse, and not with a box. I will not have free jewelry here, there, or anywhere. Well, you do not like free jewelry? I don't understand. I do not like free jewelry, Sam. Well, wait a minute. That will work. With the goat, I could not with the goat. Well, would you in a boat? Premier Jewelry does great things on boats. I could not, would not on a boat. I will not with a goat. I will not eat jewelry in the rain. I will not have free jewelry on a train. Not in the dark, not in a tree, not in a car. You let me be. I don't like free jewelry in a box, out of a box, with a box. I don't like it at my house. I don't like it here, there, anywhere, everywhere. No free jewelry. I do not like free jewelry. Got it? I do not like free jewelry. Sam, I am. Okay, you do not like them, so you say. Just try some jewelry. Try them, and you may. Sam, if you will just let me be, I will try on that ugly jewelry. You will see. Say, I do like free jewelry. I do like them, I say. Sam, I would have free jewelry in a boat or with a goat, and in the rain, and on a train, and in a car, and in a tree. I love it. I love it. Thank you. I love it. So good, you see. See? So I will have them in a box, and I will have it with a box. And I will have free jewelry in my house, and I will have free jewelry with a mouse, and I will have free jewelry here, there, and anywhere you want me to be. Okay? Y'all got it? I do so like free jewelry. Thank you, Sam, I am. That was fun. How can y'all relate? How often do you hear, no, I can't do it today, I can't do it next week, I can't do it at my house, I can't do it at the coffee shop, oh no, they don't let me do stuff at work, I can't do it anywhere, get out of my face. Right? It happens all the time. Do you think because I've been around 9 years, Candy 10 years, Judy 7, do you think because we've been around so long that we don't hear the same exact responses? We absolutely do. The same things. The difference is we learned to stop listening to them. We just kept asking because we have confidence in what we have to offer. We have confidence in Premier, and we have confidence in our jewelry. We have confidence in our hostess plan, and we have confidence in ourselves. So it's a huge thing for you to first acknowledge why you want to do it. And we talked about that the last few times we've gotten together, is to understand your why. But then we've also talked about learning to just put yourself out there to these people. The worst they can say is no, but eventually they say yes. And it could be that one yes that makes all of the difference in your Premier business. And we've shared the story before, but I see some faces who may not have heard that, so I'll repeat it. But Brooke Woodward is Candy's Premier mom. And she had a very, very bad spell on her calendar where she had nothing. She was the $100 show queen, had nothing. Her calendar had completely gone empty. And she just decided, okay, well, I got to do something. So she went door to door inviting people personally to her mystery show, which was back before we got personal shows. They would have mystery shows. And so she took her little girl, maybe 3 at the time, and she dolled her up in jewelry, and she went with her, door to door, asking them to come. And ultimately, out of that scary moment for her, because y'all know that was scary, I don't even like to do that. Mm-hmm. Out of that came every one of us. I mean, she's had 100 plus go through from that show. That show came me and Candy. And everybody, if you were underneath me and Candy, are because of that mystery show.
Can I add something to that?
Yes, you may.
Candy, you went with a friend, right?
What, to the show?
To the show. Didn't you go with a friend?
No, it sprung out of that show.
No, so Brooke had the party, and I guess someone out of her neighbors ended up, I think, having Dana's show, like, down at where she went to college. And so from there, Shanna booked a party, and Megan booked a party, and that's where she got me and Megan. And Megan's no longer in.
So ultimately, it was that one thing.
And it was my best friend since 7th grade that was like, just come, bring your mom.
That's the thing.
I don't wear jewelry, but whatever, I'm coming. I sent my $100, and then she's talking about she can make that kind of money. I was like, where do I sign up? And she had this little picture frame on Shannon's counter talking about my next 2 dates was like October 26th and November something. She had 2 dates and a picture frame available. And I was like, okay, where do I sign up? But
right. So we had, just think about that. If you didn't give up and you just asked again. So tonight, yes, we want you to get the whole process of keep asking. And no, it is not fun to continue hearing no. So that's why we're going to teach you some things that will help you to get past that no and to not let it bother you. How to overcome some of those objections and how to continue to ask, some verbiage to use. And we're going to work with you tonight so that y'all can kind of get a hold of what you need to be doing, because fall is right around the corner and you want your fall to be wonderful. And it starts with loving on people to be able to get those bookings. So I'm going to turn it over now to Candy.
okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop the video because I'm going to pair you guys up. Well, yeah. I'm going to do that first. Okay.
I'm going to go fix my